Our world is racing toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. Electric cars glide silently down city streets, solar panels glint on rooftops, and wind turbines spin gracefully across open fields. Everywhere you look, powerful devices connect us, making life more convenient and efficient than ever before. It feels like we're on the brink of a technological utopia, where clean energy powers our lives and pollution is a thing of the past. But beneath this green revolution lies a hidden cost. A massive, often overlooked demand for special metals like cobalt, nickel, and manganese. These elements are the unsung heroes of our clean energy transition, quietly enabling the batteries and technologies that drive our modern world. Every battery, from the one in your smartphone to the massive packs powering electric buses and cars, relies on these metals to store and release energy efficiently. Without them, our vision of a green, electrified future would simply not be possible. As countries around the globe move away from fossil fuels, the scramble for these resources is intensifying. It's a modern-day gold rush, but instead of shiny nuggets, the prize is dark, unremarkable rocks that hold the key to our energy future. The competition is fierce and the stakes are higher than ever. The problem? These metals are rare, difficult to extract, and concentrated in only a handful of places around the world. Mining them often comes at a steep environmental price. Scarred landscapes, destroyed forests, and polluted water are just some of the consequences. The very act of pursuing a greener world can leave deep scars on the planet we're trying to save. So, how do we power a clean future without creating new disasters in the process? Scientists and engineers are racing to find solutions, developing better batteries, searching for alternative materials, and reimagining how we source the metals we need. The answer, some believe, may lie in the planet's last great frontier, the deep ocean. Far beneath the waves, on the ocean floor, lie vast deposits of the very metals our green technologies crave. The deep sea is a mysterious wilderness, home to strange and beautiful creatures, hydrothermal vents, and ecosystems we barely understand. It's a realm of wonder and discovery, but also of profound vulnerability. Before we mine its depths, we must pause and ask ourselves, what are we truly willing to risk for our electric dreams? Are we prepared to trade one form of environmental damage for another hidden beneath the waves? This is the story of our high-stakes journey into the unknown, a quest to balance our hunger for progress with our responsibility to protect the planet's last untouched places. Picture the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, or CCZ, a vast, pitch-black plain on the Pacific Ocean floor, wider than the continental U.S. Imagine a landscape so remote and unexplored that sunlight never reaches it, and the pressure is crushing. This is one of the most mysterious and least understood places on our planet, stretching for thousands of miles between Hawaii and Mexico. Here, trillions of potato-sized polymetallic nodules are scattered across the seabed. These nodules have been growing for millions of years, slowly accumulating layer by layer in the cold, dark waters. These nodules are packed with nickel, cobalt, manganese, and copper, the metals our batteries crave. Each nodule is like a natural battery, holding the key ingredients for the technology that powers our modern world, from smartphones to electric cars. Unlike land mining, nature has already concentrated these metals for us, making them seem like an easy prize. Instead of digging deep into mountains or forests, these metals lie exposed on the ocean floor, waiting to be collected. The CCZ holds more of these metals than all known land reserves combined. It's a staggering amount, enough to supply the world's growing demand for decades, maybe even centuries. For battery makers, it's a potential solution to looming shortages. As we shift to renewable energy and electric vehicles, the need for these metals is skyrocketing, making the CCZ a focal point for the future of green technology. But this treasure is the foundation of a fragile ecosystem, home to bizarre, ancient life forms. The deep sea is not empty. It's teeming with creatures that have adapted to survive in total darkness and extreme conditions. Creatures like the ghost octopus depend on these nodules to survive. They lay their eggs on the nodules, and many other species use them for shelter and food. What looks like a barren desert is actually a living, delicate world. Every nodule is a tiny island of life, supporting a web of organisms found nowhere else on Earth. The metals we want are the backbone of a unique ecosystem. Removing them could unravel a network of life that has evolved over millions of years. The question, can we take the treasure without destroying its guardians? As we look to the deep sea for solutions, we must also ask, what are we willing to risk for the resources we need? Polymetallic nodules are ancient, growing just millimeters every million years. Each starts as a tiny speck, slowly coated by metals from seawater and hydrothermal vents. Over tens of millions of years they become time capsules, recording the ocean's chemical history. These nodules are not renewable on any human timescale. If we harvest them, they're gone forever. No regrowth for generations. They're a finite resource, like oil or coal. Collecting them is not like picking fruit. It's tearing out a page of Earth's oldest history book. Their slow creation reminds us, what we take from the deep sea cannot be replaced. The decision to mine is irreversible. Are we ready to erase millions of years for a few decades of convenience? Mining the deep sea isn't simple. No person can survive the crushing pressure. Companies are building giant robotic collectors like underwater harvesters to vacuum nodules from the seabed. These machines crawl along the ocean floor, sucking up nodules and sending them to surface ships through miles-long pipes. The ships act as floating factories, processing nodules around the clock, but this technology is new and untested at scale. Repairs are complex and costly. Everything must work perfectly in a hostile environment. The entire operation hinges on whether these robots can truly master the abyss. The risks and the stakes are enormous. Land mining for battery metals is fraught with human and environmental costs, child labor, dangerous conditions, and rainforest destruction. The scars left behind are visible: vast swathes of forest razed, rivers polluted, and communities uprooted. For many, these images are the face of progress, but also a stark reminder of its price. The minerals we need for our green technologies often come at the expense of the world's most precious ecosystems and the people who live within them. Deep-sea mining promises a cleaner alternative: no forests to clear, no communities displaced, and no smoke rising from burning trees. The ocean floor, seemingly untouched, offers a new frontier for sourcing metals. It's a vision of progress that sidesteps the devastation we see on land. Proponents argue it's more ethical. Robots do the work, and the nodules just sit on the seafloor, waiting to be collected. There are no miners risking their lives, no villages forced to relocate, and no forests falling to the axe. It sounds like a technological solution to an age-old problem, but the choice isn't simple. Each path comes with its own set of risks, trade-offs, and unknowns. The ethical dilemma deepens the more we learn. It's not just land versus sea, it's two kinds of environmental risk. On one side, we have the destruction we can see and measure. On the other, the potential for harm in places we've barely explored. Land mining destroys habitats we know, forests teeming with life, rivers that sustain entire communities. Deep-sea mining threatens worlds we barely understand, home to mysterious creatures and fragile ecosystems that could be lost before we even discover them. We're being asked to trade visible destruction for invisible harm. The damage on land is immediate and obvious, while the consequences in the deep sea may unfold slowly, hidden from view, but no less real. Is it better to save rainforests and risk the unknown deep, or vice versa? Can we justify sacrificing one environment to protect another, or is there a better way forward? The dilemma is real, and the consequences are global. Our choices today will echo across continents and oceans, shaping the future of life on Earth. What price are we willing to pay for a greener world? As we strive for sustainability, we must ask, Can we innovate our way out of this trade-off, or will every solution come with a cost we can't ignore? Deep-sea mining stirs up thick clouds of sediment, creating underwater dust storms that can travel for miles. These plumes threaten filter-feeding animals, clogging and suffocating them, and may bury entire communities. Bioluminescent creatures could lose their ability to communicate or hunt. Wastewater from mining could harm plankton and fish larvae, the base of the ocean food web. Scientists are still unsure how to minimize this damage. Every expedition to the CCZ reveals new, unknown species. Mining risks wiping out life before we even discover it. We could destroy a library of life before reading its pages. The CCZ lies in international waters, owned by everyone, governed by no one. The UN's International Seabed Authority, ISA, was created to manage these resources for all humanity. The ISA is tasked with writing mining rules and sharing benefits, but progress is slow and controversial. Environmentalists call for a moratorium until we understand the risks. Mining companies and some nations want to start now. The debate is fierce. Protect the unknown or unlock new resources for the world. Countries are divided, and the ISA is caught in the middle. The fate of the deep sea hangs on decisions made in distant boardrooms. The world's last wilderness is up for grabs. The deep sea rush is about more than clean energy. It's about global power. China dominates battery material processing, making other nations uneasy about supply chain security. The deep sea offers a chance for countries like the US and Japan to break free from this dependence. Securing underwater metals could shift the balance of power, just as oil did in the past. National security now drives the race for deep-sea resources. Governments may accept environmental risks to gain strategic advantage. The ISA must navigate not just science and business, but global politics. The struggle for battery metals is reshaping the world order. Battery technology is evolving fast. New LFP batteries use no cobalt or nickel, reducing demand for deep-sea metals. If these alternatives take over, the economic case for mining the deep could vanish. Meanwhile, the deep sea holds untapped potential for new medicines, unique compounds that could fight disease. Mining could destroy these habitats before we discover their secrets. Are we risking irreplaceable cures for metals we might soon not need? The real challenge: innovate, reduce consumption, and protect the unknown. The future of our planet, on land and in the deep, depends on the choices we make now.